Yells!
Yo, what's going on, y'all? First off, don't forget to hit me up on PSN, Twitter, Twitch TV. All the links will be down in the description below, so make sure you hit me up on there. And this is my review for Infamous Second Son, the epic Infamous Second Son. Now, I'm not gonna spoil anything. This is gonna be a spoiler-free review. I'm not the type of guy to go spoil great games for people. I just don't do it. So I'm not going to spoil the game for y'all, but I have completed the game. But no spoilers, so y'all don't need to worry about that. In a nutshell, I'm not going to drag this review on. I'm just going to tell you straight up. I'm just going to give it to you in a nutshell, and it's simple. Infamous Second Son is the best next-gen game to date, without a doubt. Infamous Second Son is the best next-gen game out. Yep, I've played Battlefield, I've played Killzone, I've played Call of Duty, I've played Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, I've played Metal Gear Ground Zero. I mean, I've played a ton of next gen games. Even though there aren't a ton of next gen games, we're still waiting for the more games to come out. But out of all the games available on next gen, and that includes the Xbox One, out of all the games, that also includes Titanfall. I have played Titanfall. Of all the games available on next gen, Infamous Second Son is the best game that I've played so far. Yep, like I said, I've played a shitload of different next gen games, and you know, since next gen arrived, we've all been waiting for that epic, true next generation game. We've all been waiting for it, and let's be honest, I don't think there's a game that has truly delivered an amazing next gen experience. I know people are going to talk about Battlefield 4, but Battlefield 4 is just like another first person shooter. Nothing new, nothing exciting. I mean, it's a great game, but I'm just so bored of it. Killzone graphically was amazing, but Killzone had its own problems. You know what I'm saying? Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, great game, but I mean, it's comparable to like the PS3 versions and shit. You know what I'm saying? In terms of gameplay, obviously not graphically, but we're all just waiting for that true epic next gen experience. You know, maybe a game from Naughty Dog or a game from Sucker Punch. You know, we're all waiting for something. You know, Rise Son of Rome wasn't great. What else is there? Titanfall's just another first person shooter. I mean, I've played it. It's Call of Duty. I keep saying this. Titanfall is Call of Duty combined with Transformers and Mirror's Edge. That's all it is. And I've played it, it's got AI, and nah, I'm sorry, but, and another thing about Titanfall, it's not, you know, let's just stop talking about Titanfall. Infamous Second Son is the best next gen game. The graphics, I mean, if you aren't following me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter, because I share a bunch of pictures from skyscrapers on Infamous Second Son. So definitely hit me up on Twitter, because I just take a shitload of pictures. Infamous Second Son graphically is absolutely stunning. The graphics are mind-blowing. It's so good. It's so good. Graphically, the game is absolutely amazing. And what's frightening is that this is a game that's just come out a few months into the PS4's life cycle. Just imagine what developers will be able to do, especially the first-party devs from Sony Studios. Imagine what they're going to be able to do with the PS4 in like 3, 4, 5 years time. If Infamous Second Son looks so good right now, imagine what Sucker Punch's next game is going to look like. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy thought. The game is just fucking amazing. The graphics, gameplay. Now I've seen people complain about the most stupidest things around. I think I've seen people complain. I think I was watching Hard8's video. I think it was his video. I can't remember, but guy was talking about how the game's like repetitive and shit. And I'm thinking, yo, hold on, this game's repetitive. Like, what? And I can't understand where some people come from when they say repetitive, because like you got the drug busts and these sad little missions, but it's not really repetitive because you're taking over territories, and when you take over territories, you unlock new stuff and shit. I mean, if that's repetitive, then you can go down a whole load of games that are like repetitive. I mean, you could say stuff like collecting blast shards is repetitive, but yeah, when you collect blast shards, you get new stuff, right? I mean, I can name you a shitload of games that's repetitive. Like, I don't understand where some people come from when they say that. I mean, I can understand where they're coming from with, like I said, the things like the drug bust and shit. But it's not really repetitive. I mean, if you go through the story is nowhere near repetitive. I mean, the missions that you do within the storyline are not repetitive at all, and some of the missions are absolutely amazing. And like I said, I'm not going to spoil it for y'all, but it's just absolutely crazy. It is amazing. I mean, the story missions are so great. There's one of the missions towards the end is like absolute mayhem. Like, it's all over the place, and it's just so epic. It's so epic. What I was going to talk about, the Easter eggs are just so great. Any of y'all that played Sly Cooper, you know what I'm talking about, right? That epic ringtone, it's crazy. And then you got the Expo Invest that you unlock towards the end and stuff like that. When you take over more territories and shit, the game's just amazing. It's so good. One thing I will say though, which is the weakest point of the game, is the story. And I'm comparing this to Infamous 1 and 2. Infamous 1 and 2's story were absolutely epic. You know, you had Cole McGrath, the Race Fair, you had what's his face, Kessler from the future, and then you had the Beast coming down in Infamous 2 and attacking New Marais and all this shit. You know, like the story in Infamous 1 and 2 were absolutely epic. And Sucker Punch, they pretty much set the standard for themselves with the crazy ass storylines in Infamous 1 and 2. And although, I mean, the story in Infamous Second Son isn't bad at all, I think it's pretty good, but compared to Infamous 1 and 2, it's really not a comparison. And any of y'all that have played Infamous 1 and 2, y'all know where I'm coming from. Y'all know the crazy stories and the crazy shit that goes around in 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, the story's good, but it's just not as good as Infamous 1 and 2. But overall, like I said, I don't want to drag on this review. Infamous Second Son is the best next gen game out on the market, without a doubt. Graphics, gameplay, everything about the game is just amazing. Yeah, maybe, like I said, maybe the storyline doesn't live up to what Infamous 1 and 2 did, but still, overall, the game is amazing. The powers that you unlock, oh my word. Especially the third, I mean, everyone knows about the neon power, right? The neon power is so epic. When you're dashing through the city in nighttime, it's something to behold. And the third power, which I'm not gonna talk about because I don't want to spoil it, I think it should be a surprise for y'all. The third power is absolutely stunning. It is mind-blowing. I'm not gonna spoil it, but let's just say it's a tribute to gamers. It's a tribute to gamers. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I will say. And the third power is just it's actually mind-blowing. It really is. It's stunning. It really is stunning. One thing I will say about this game though, coming back to the story, I would have liked to see more of the two other conduits, Eugene and what's the neon power girl's name? I forgot. But I would have loved to see more of Eugene. I really would have. I mean, he looks like a funny dude, and unfortunately didn't really get to see much of him, so that was a disappointment. I really hoped we could have seen more of Eugene, because he reminded me he reminded me a bit of Zeke. But yeah, I would have loved to see more of Eugene, because he looks kind of funny. But like I said, overall, this is the best next gen game. This is the best next gen game out on the market, without a doubt. That's all I got to say. If you have a PS4 and you haven't bought Second Son, I don't know what to say to you. I mean, literally, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what you're playing. I mean, if you're still playing Battlefield, yo, I don't know what to say. Infamous Second Son is mind-blowing. It's so good. It really is actually so good. I'd say, I mean, I'm not one to even look at reviews. I don't really judge games off of reviews. But when I saw Infamous, I saw it was getting like 8s and 9s and shit. And obviously 9's a great score, but 8, yo, I mean, certain websites giving this game an 8 is, yeah, I struggle to figure out how they did that. I really do. Yeah, Infamous it actually is an underrated game. It really is an underrated game. Especially the 1 and 2. I don't think it got the praise that it deserved. But yeah, Infamous Second Son. If you got a PS4, you have to go buy this game. Even if you don't have a PS4 and you're looking to jump into next gen, this is the reason to jump into the next generation consoles. Well, I should be saying PS4 because the Xbox One, you know, it only does what is it, 720p or something. Titanfall only does 720p. So yeah, that's just my opinions on Infamous Second Son. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe. Yeah, I'll have more for y'all. I'm out.